Living my best life, yeah, I'm living my best life, yeah, I'm living my best life, yeah, I'm living my.
Inside the Flip Side, sponsored by Visit Jacksonville.
If you want to travel but don't have enough time for the flights and long destinations, well, then a one-tank trip is exactly for you. Today, we'll take you to one of the oldest plantations in the state of Florida. It's a Kingsley Plantation, and we're here. Let's go. First question, of course, is going to be about the history of this place. I know that it's really hard to answer probably like in 1 minute, but just tell us about this family and this plantation.
Sure. Well, we're located on the north end of Fort George Island here in Duval County. This plantation was constructed in 1798 by a guy named John McQueen, transferred ownership to another plantation owner named John McIntosh. Zephaniah Kingsley was the third owner of this plantation. We call this Kingsley Plantation. If you ask me, I think we call this Kingsley Plantation because of Zephaniah Kingsley's wife, Anna Kingsley, more so than we would for Zephaniah Kingsley himself. This was a Sea Island cotton plantation, about 1,000 acres of cotton. Sugar cane was grown here, indigo, but this was a slave plantation.
And I wanted to ask, how did you learn about all this information about the family, their relationship, even like the names of people that lived here? Like, was there a correspondence letter that they left?
So we use a lot of different sources for our information. When we look at letters and documents, we tend to be very careful with that information because we're only getting a certain perspective. And a lot of what we do here, or try to do here, is to really emphasize the experience of the enslaved people that were on this plantation. And unfortunately, throughout history, they didn't have much of a voice. So what we rely on as much or more than anything is archaeology and the material culture that's left behind. You can learn a lot about people by what comes out of the ground.
You just told me this interesting fact about that was the only way to access a Kingsley Plantation in that time. That's a water, right?
That's right. So behind us here is the Fort George River, and we see the boats going back and forth right now. When this was an active plantation, that was the only way on and off this island was by water. We drove here today, and when you come visit, you will drive here today, but that road did not exist when this was a plantation.
Interesting. Okay, so if our viewers right now see this segment and they would want to visit a Kingsley Plantation, tell us about how they can book it, if they should book the tour in advance.
To visit Kingsley Plantation, you can come anytime, Wednesday through Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I recommend if you get here and there's not a ranger program, we have an audio tour that you can use your smartphone to access. That's really wonderful. Check the calendars as well for ranger guided programs. All of that is free and no reservations are required.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time again. And guys, if you want to see this segment again, go to FCN Plus.